And now we're in a final round situation in Grand Finals reset. Both players have a Balbar meter. Calamity Symphony ends up hitting. And Ivy is taking this away. Hits the BB mix-up. While on the ground, 6B ends up connecting, minus frames but not punishable, and this is Soul Charge only. Break attack for the plus frames. Incendiate going in the Soul Charge. Run about out of meter and out of time. Incendiate has the health lead, uses the gun doesn't work, but building up the meter even still by GI in the second hand 6-6A. Both players are bound 1 meter. Ron just needs a little bit more. Blocks the low. That's a huge block. Life is even. Counter hit on 4B. And now reset with Soul Charge. Mix-up situation. Abyss move comes out. Reverse ledge whiffs because he thought Incendiate was going to go in the Soul Charge. Both in Soul Charge. Ivy in Guts. Pixel left. Avoids the gun. The low grab hits. Both players in Guts. Health is even. Doesn't duck the high. Blocks the low. Both players at the edge of the ring. Waiting each other out. A little bit of calm in the storm, and then the storm's over. Runs in, blocks the low, ducks the high, and KK is going to reset in Grand Finals. And it's back to even. Both players are now in losers. Oh my god, what? That was insane. Oh my god. Hi. So a lot of you guys have been really liking the Evo Watchalong restreams and have been leaving a lot of nice comments about it and asking for more. So today we're going to be going back to Evo, but we're not going to be going to Tekken because Tekken is over. Instead, what we're going to be watching is SoulCalibur 6 Grand Finals, because SoulCalibur 6 is still alive and well. It is a game that I absolutely love, and the Grand Finals were really intense. Yeah, you're seeing the length of this video. This is just the Grand Finals. The Grand Finals went on for about half of the entire top 6. It was insane. There were about 2,200 people watching. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure it's going to be a great time, so let's just get right into it. All right, first game. It's Garrel.
Starting up with one hand. He's doing it.
Incendiate's playing Garrel. I mean, like, yeah, but
trying to
okay, it's fine. 6-6A blocks the low. Goes into Igni. That gives him hyper armor. The grab hits, stabs him. Incendiate's back is to the ring now. They're working their way out of the ring a little bit. Ron's trying to get his back to the ring again.
Yes, I'm liking this.
Whiff on the GI, but back 4 only follows up on counter hit. Grab is broken. Avoiding the mix-up. Jumps over the 1A. Sidesteps in the low. 1A. Counter hit. Gets one of the curse orbs on him. Ron hitting him with the low. Igni again. It's not Igni. It's whatever the shield one is. I don't remember. I haven't played Witcher in like 4 years or something. They're just dashing in with the step guards. The lethal, it's gonna hit. This should kill.
That's it.
Time stop. No, there's a pixel left. 5 seconds remaining. Oh, Garrel uses up his meter as well. Zasalamel now has 1 bar left. Garrel has used all of his meter on his spells. Doesn't sidestep the charged vertical. GI on that. Incendiate tries to reverse ledge, but is too late. Zasalamel now in Soul Charge. Ducks the high because he keeps using that 6-6A as an approach tool. Gets the lethal hit. Garrel only gets that lethal hit when the opponent's in Soul Charge, and that's going to ring out. And now they're even on rounds, and Incendiate is the one with more meter. He's going to be able to get counter hit. Back 2 combo. Attacks out of the ender. The break attack ender. That's what Igni actually is. Ducks under the high again. He's being pretty obvious with that approach. Ron's back is to the ring, but now it didn't ring out.
He lived again.
But now Incendiate's back is to the ring. No health remaining, both on 1 bar of meter. Fishing for that counter hit with 4B. 2B gets blocked. Just chipping away at health. Second hit connects because Incendiate hit a button after sidestepping. 1A's sidestep and back throw. You can't break those as Garrel.
Chiropractor.
And Ron is now up 2 rounds to 1.
I don't think Garrel had medical insurance.
No, he didn't.
Battle for Incendiate getting that extra bar of meter because he's on his last round. Just hitting him with 2 A's as he sidesteps. Backs away. Good neutral. Good whiff punish. Ducks the high. Gets a small punish off of BB. Back grab connects. Cut the neck. cut the head. 3B gets blocked, gets punished, -12.
Okay, just gotta keep it together.
Ducks the high, and now Ron's back in it. Whiffs the parry. Full combo at the wall, 2 curses.
Dude.
Back still to the wall for Incendiate. Uses Soul Charge to reset. Health is even. RE gets whiffed. Doesn't duck the high. Needs to take his turn. Oh, but the counter hit, the parry fails, and Ron is up 1-0. Remember, Ron is in losers. Ron needs to win 3, and then he'll reset the bracket. And Incendiate switch to Ivy. Okay. So now we got Ivy versus Zasalamel. No more Geralt. What does Geralt look like tier-wise nowadays? Because I always thought Geralt was low tier. I don't know if people think he's better now. I don't know him that well because no one plays him.
You're going to have to hold SSCS.
Incendiate's now on Ivy, who I'm pretty sure is Incendiate's actual main, but I also just, I don't know because I haven't kept up for so long. GI's the 6-6A. 6-6A again gets blocked. Zasalamel slowly trying to approach. This is amazing for Ivy because Zasalamel, of course, has his range. Opting to stay on the ground so he doesn't have to eat the lethal hit mix-up. Is able to get the big counter hit time stop to get the little bit of extra damage and put Incendiate's back to the wall and the ring. Gets the 3K, that wall splats. Back still to the ring with 2 curses. Gets the plus frames, but doesn't get the combo. Ducks the high. Blocks the 6-6, not the 6-6, the 2-2K.
If he moves, he dies.
Counter hit. Going low. Unblockable step, and then into an attack instead of a step guard. 1A is coming out, and then that poke's going to do it. Ron again up 1 round and up half a bar of meter, almost actually 3/4 of bar of meter. GI's afterwards, doesn't do anything. Just trying to bait out a GI. Blocks the wake up. Oh! It was just out of range, so that CE would have GI'd Ivy there, and then the follow-up would have been guaranteed, but it was just out of range. Ivy whiffed, so the CE didn't connect. Now they're just playing footsies, just backing up, trying to bait each other into going in, but ultimately Zasalamel is the one that's going to have to go in at some point. Instead, Incendiate's the one that's opting to come in. Now Incendiate's back to the wall, but remember, Ivy has really strong reversal ring out game. And now that's going to do it with the counter hit. Now 1 game apiece, Incendiate with the meter lead here. Battle 3. Chooses not to get the guaranteed follow-up. And then Summon Suffering is going to come out and hit. Just trying to get a little bit of the health back. It's still about even. And Summon Suffering. The last one was Calamity Symphony, not Summon Suffering. But that's Summon Suffering. GI's there. It's a level 1 GI. Ron's only +8 after that GI. Yeah, 6B whiffs.
Oh, I like to see that.
Doesn't duck the high there. Completely understandable. Incendiate does duck that high, but gets the GI on the CE. Now that's not going to kill, of course, but it's going to even out the health a little bit, so Incendiate's going to have to play a little bit carefully. Also has to use that meter, because if he loses here, he loses the meter.
But he's just gonna opt out.
Both characters in guts. Ron 1 hit will kill. Chooses to snaps, and the snap hits. Oh yeah. But then the shoulder's going to be enough to finish off Ron. Now Ron's going to get his extra meter. 6-6B. I think that's 6-6B. Calamity Symphony ends up whiffing, and he gets a whiff punish. 2A whiffs. Just opting to go for the little lows. That's all, he didn't punish that. It's -16. Ducks under and gets a nice AA punish. 6A. Blocks the second hit.
I'm surprised.
Just trying to bite out his time. Nice block on the low. Gets the big punish. Again, that 6A is just not connecting. Now Ivy's going to get the grab here. Reset. Ron's in guts. Still has meter left. Oh, and the tip range Calamity Symphony is going to do it.
I was like...
And now it's 1-1. Ivy equals Nina. I mean, yeah. In many ways, she does. Nina is repulsive, and Ivy is a queen. Where did this comparison come from? They both kick you in the balls.
It's looking,
oh, wow. Okay, nice.
But that's another
That's going to be counter hit though, and that's going to a lot. It's not going to kill. Incendiate blocks the attack on the ground. Again, level 1 GI gets the curse. Still back in the game. 1K hitting. And then 1 hit. Yeah, Ron loses on the 1 hit against the zoner. It's just really hard to play against that.
Back to back to back to back.
Going into round 2.
But that is a good way to do it.
It's going to get a curse. It's also plus on block. Does a lot of guard damage. Whiffs Calamity Symphony, but Ron barely gets a punish off of that. Second hit there, whiffs. 3B punish.
BB for the mix-up.
And then gets BB as the mix-up on the ground. Again, GI's the second hit there. 2A, 6BB. Blocks the 2A. Second hit is sidestepped. Ron's back is to the wall. You gotta be careful! And this is why, because Ron got wrung out from there. And that's why your back being to the wall against Ivy at that range is so scary, because you can get wrung out in a flash. Ducks under summon suffering. Again, doesn't get a big punish off of it though. GI ends up whiffing. Wow, the built-in duck under Calamity Symphony, but then Summon Suffering comes out and hits Ron. Ron still has 2 bars of meter, down 2 rounds though, and then the whiff punish from Incendiate.
Why are you still throwing me, my guy?
Ron chooses to stand up that time and gets hit by the grab.
That's a ton of meter.
Well, if you guess right,
Now Reversal Edge is going to give Ron a bunch of meter. Not that that matters at this juncture though. 1 curse is on Incendiate. Going into Soul Charge. Zasalamel Soul Charges so much, but not when Ivy does 6-6-8, because the first hit of the string whiffs.
And then we step on
that was a 6-6-8. It was 2-2-8. But either way,
this is
now Incendiate is up 2 games to 1.
What is Ron? I feel like, okay.
This is Ron's last chance to switch characters. I have no idea who Ron even mains. I don't know if Ron has another character. I don't know if Ron has a counter pick. But Zasalamel isn't working out here very well, is he? Zasalamel has had a lot of problems. He's been whiffing stuff like the 6A, the 3A. He's been having trouble punishing when ducking onto Calamity Symphony and Summon Suffering. Zasalamel is a funny name. The funnier part is he's from Mesopotamia.
No matter what.
He's like 3,000 years old. And Ron staying on Zasalamel gets a big whiff punish. And that's going to do a lot of damage. Tries to get the curse, but just misses the combo. AA there.
I think you stay there, and I think it is close to the
and then 2A disrespecting the plus frames. And Summon Suffering hits. Ron does not react to it. Ron doesn't duck under it. Gets a small whiff punish off of that. But small whiff punishes against Ivy are huge when you have full screen.
Yeah, right. Wait, hold on.
All right, going in the round 2.
Your discretion advised. Yeah. Anyway.
And they're just playing the neutral game. Ron is just waiting for an opportunity, and the opportunity strikes.
It is specifically for this matchup. It's built for it.
Just trying to build up curses. Ends up GIing Summon Suffering. Reversal Edge now. Clash. This is going to be a lethal hit if Ivy wins, and she did win. This is going to do a lot of damage, but opts instead to do some sort of weird Oki setup that doesn't work out, and she loses out on a ton of damage from that. Counter hit on the 3A. I think it's 3A. I'm not too familiar with Zasalamel's moves. The difference between 3 and 6A, I'm going to be honest with you. And then Calamity Symphony ends up hitting Ron while he's sidestepping. No meter left, but God's almost broken for Incendiate. Second hit ends up hitting. Oh, but 2-2 into the B. And that's going to be enough. And now they're up 1 round apiece. But Incendiate, huge advantage here with the 2 bars of meter. But he might end up losing it. Ron getting so much of his meter back from those GIs, though. They're not safe on block. Just trying to wither down the guard gauge a little bit more. 3A, ducks under the grab, big punish. But then Ron went in to try to either break the guard or bring the guard stamina down more. And Incendiate knew and did CE to GI it. And now the health is once again even, the meter is even, everything here is even. And then the plus frames 2A ends up blocking the low. Again, just so even right now. But that's going to be enough. And then the back grab, cut her in half.
Okay, 2-1.
Now Ron with the lead here. I remember Ron loses this and he's out. Grand Finals is over and Incendiate wins. So winning these rounds is really important. But again, getting those GIs on the 6-6A is building up so much meter for Ron. Ends up getting hit there trying to dash up, but that's fine. Tries blocking low, but I ended up blocking a little bit late. Gets the whiff punish finally. The seeable low gets reacted to.
Yeah, that's gonna be
And that's going to be a big whiff punish from Incendiate here. Just opting to keep runs back to the wall. And now Zasalamel back into a soul charge and then does the abyss move, breaks the back throw, and Zasalamel grabs on hands while in soul charge. So that was a very risky option to break back throw, but ended up working out. Whiff punish here. Ivy's gauze almost broken. Back and going back into soul charge now. Uses the gun. Time stop. Goes there for Zasalamel. Abyss shit. I don't remember what it's called. GIs. Abyss again. God stamina has to be gone for Incendiate. That's going to break the gun, and that's going to kill. And Ron is now tied it up 2 games to 2.
All right, he's feeling himself.
Oh my God.
Okay, but probably switch back, right?
What a round.
Maybe the shot.
So Zasalamel there, he gets access to that abyss move. It is 6A plus B only while in soul charge. It's plus on block and does a ton of guard damage. So he did that twice for Ivy to block it to reduce her guard stamina so he could go in with 6-6B or 6BB and break Ivy's guard, which would guarantee the kill.
Got to play against the long range.
Very good stuff.
We are committed to the cause.
Okay, so
all right, and now again, final game here in grand finals for the reset. Ends up getting the whiff punish. Incendiate blocks the low, doesn't get a punish though. Ducks under Calamity Symphony. GIs gets just a small follow-up, putting a curse on Incendiate.
Oh my God.
The open ring is going to be very scary for both players, but both players can still take huge advantage of it. Break attack, and that's going to kill because of the ring out on the reversal edge. What a call out.
Man, okay. See what Ron has cooked up next.
Then 6-6A again gets blocked. No GI this time, no meter. Jumps over the low with jumping B. But Incendiate's going to get a whiff punish here. Ends up getting a punish that time.
Not trying to challenge anything.
And now just the small lows. 3A coming out. Ducks under Calamity Symphony again. He's being so good about those reads. Guaranteed follow with the curse.
Oh yeah, of course. He's never out of it. But
threatening to do that curse. Pops the bubble. No more curses on Incendiate. Incendiate is in guts, tries getting the whiff punish, but the whiff punish is out of range. Doesn't duck under the high there. That time Incendiate cancels it. Again, ducks under Calamity Symphony. These reads are insane. Incendiate trying to get his back to the wall for the reversal ring out. Ron calling the bluff, doing the small pokey, and that's going to be enough to kill. And then Ron saying, you can't ring me out, I'll ring you out. And then does 4-6B to not ring her out after the KO. Now again, it's just about trying to get in, and Ron was just out of range there, so he gets whiff punished really hard with 3B. Does 2A to go under the A that time again. Gets the big counter here on the 3A. And then A6 coming out, gets blocked, lows coming out.
Anything you could do to keep your
throw broken again. I don't think Ron has rounded a single throw this entire game. Except for back throw, of course. Now Ron is opting to try getting his back to the ring, to try doing reversal ring out. Incendiate not biting, and Ron on a pixel left, jumps over the low, does the Nina move, and then ends up dying to the generic low. And not only is Ron on potential game point here, but he also didn't get his extra bar of meter because he didn't spend it that round. Whiff punish on the 6-6B.
Okay, yeah, this is a great choice.
Soul charge coming out. Mix up city. Ducks under that. And that's all guaranteed. That's a soul charge only move. Ron almost out of meter here. Is able to get one more 1A. Put a curse on. And now this time decides not to 2A, just wait it out, see what Incendiate does. Gets the counter hit on the 1B. And all of a sudden, Incendiate is the one without the life lead. And then nowhere near the ring's edge, there's no risk for a ring out right now. And then ends up hitting. Not quite enough. 1 pixel remains. GI's the hit. And then that's guaranteed while Ivy's in soul charge. A lot of damage. Getting the mix up. Second hit ends up connecting. Ron tried the whiff punish, but he couldn't because of the second hit. And that's going to hit. And now we're in a final round situation in grand finals reset. Both players have a battle bomb meter. Calamity Symphony ends up hitting. And Ivy is taking this away. Hits the BB mix-up. While on the ground,
Try to kick him.
6B ends up connecting, minus frames but not punishable, and this is Soul Charge only. Break attack for the plus frames. Incendiate going in the Soul Charge. Run about out of meter and out of time. Incendiate has the health lead, uses the gun doesn't work, but building up the meter even still by GI in the second hand 6-6A. Both players are bound 1 meter. Ron just needs a little bit more. Blocks the low. That's a huge block. Life is even. Counter hit on 4B. And now reset with Soul Charge. Mix-up situation. Abyss move comes out. Reverse ledge whiffs because he thought Incendiate was going to go in the Soul Charge. Both in Soul Charge. Ivy in Guts. Pixel left. Avoids the gun. The low grab hits. Both players in Guts. Health is even. Doesn't duck the high. Blocks the low. Both players at the edge of the ring. Waiting each other out. A little bit of calm in the storm, and then the storm's over. Runs in, blocks the low, ducks the high, and KK is going to reset in grand finals. And it's back to even. Both players are now in losers. Oh my God, what? That was insane. Oh my God. I can barely keep up.
I'm losing my mind.
I can barely keep up. That was a crazy final round. And now we're in the final game
He's like doing everything
of SoulCalibur 6 Evo 2024. Grand finals reset here. Not switching characters. Ivy versus Zasalamel. Production gets the GI and the lethal hit off of the GI. Gets all of the just trims going here. That's all guaranteed. And the little step guarding just to try to avoid anything that Ivy can possibly dish out to push him away. Doesn't end up getting the punish, but it's fine. Doesn't duck under the second hit, so it's A-okay.
Oh my gosh, so much
Mid ends up getting blocked. That second hit's going to get whiffed pretty damn hard, and then gets his second curse on. Ron's going to get hit here a little bit, but it's not that bad. Is able to come back in.
It's crazy. I want to
Little 2A counter hit, and Ivy ends up hitting with Calamity Symphony. Both players are in Guts now. Ducks under the second Calamity Symphony.
He's buffering.
Oh, that's going to be a punish for the ages.
That's going to be a sidestep, and yeah, 2-2A lethal hit is going to finish it.
All right, solid play from Incendiate.
1 round to Incendiate. Hell of a comeback, too. Incendiate was so behind in that round, the curses, the health, and was able to really bring it back. And also, look at the meter situation. Incendiate just got 1 bar of meter, and rounds on basically 0. Not only 0 meter, but just 0 meter in general. Right? Can't even do a Brave Edge attack. Now Incendiate just backing up here again. They're just playing the footsie neutral game. Ron waiting for Incendiate to make a mistake. Blocks the hit of 6-6A on the just frame. GIs it, gets a little bit of meter from that. And this is why I was saying before, those GIs building that meter is what's making Ron get so much of his meter. And also allow him to use so much of his meter. But now that whiff is going to do a lot of damage. And Ron's back is to the ring. And he's just waiting. Again, waiting for an opportunity to get in. Does the reactable low. It gets blocked. Second hit ends up hitting, but Incendiate ducks under the high, and now this is going to kill. And now Incendiate is up 2 rounds here in grand finals reset.
Like, unless you're in like close pressure where you can create
ends up getting the whiff punish on 6-6A.
If you pull your opponent
now just again just waiting. That's a huge whiff punish tool for Ron. Now just trying to slowly approach into Ivy's range. Now Ivy has to play this completely differently. There's no zoning anymore. There's no zoning, and that's going to be a big counter hit, but it's not going to ring out because of Incendiate's air control. If Incendiate did air control out of that, it would have whiffed, and choosing to try GIing instead of sidestepping or step guarding it. And it's going to blast through the GI, and now Incendiate has no health left. Ron's working on a perfect. Blocks the first hit, second hit doesn't work, and the perfect is gone. But Ron is still up a lot in this round. But that doesn't mean he can't lose it. 12 seconds left on the clock. Soul Charge available. And then 1B is going to finish it. Maybe Ron was trying to weigh out the clock there to try getting Incendiate to want to use meter to stop the clock. Waste a little bit of it. Gets the GI, but now it's not building any meters, so it doesn't matter too much except for the extra plus frames.
This is a one-move game sometimes.
And now Incendiate's just trying to do a move that looks like 6A to try to bait Ron the GIing, but it's just not working. He's not falling for it. He's really on top of that. And now Ron's going to opt to use the meter here, go into Soul Charge, use the gun whiffs. He says, you're a zoner? Well, I'm a zoner too. Uses the gun, shoots Ivy, shoots her again.
Okay, 6A.
It's like I'm in Detroit right now.
I'm losing it. Okay, again, we're
hearing shots fired every 5 seconds. 6A blocked. Big whiff punish. Incendiate. Ron's just looking for those 6-6As and the whiffs. And Incendiate is looking for the whiff punish and then punishing Ron really hard for doing it. Third curse up, and that's going to be a lot of plus frames. But Incendiate doesn't respect the plus frames at all. And he's going to get game 1 in Grand Finals reset off of the CE. Like I'm in Detroit right now is nasty work.
Coach Lane comes in.
I didn't know Zasalamel was a Sith Lord. Yeah, Zasalamel is lightning.
But the problem is that he's got...
That's what a 6A plus B in Soul Charges. I say it's the Abyss move, but it's actually a Palpatine move. That's why you hear the and it's blue. It's lightning.
Stop being an idiot.
It's a lightning cloud that he summons around him.
Again, my biggest fear, don't pick Yoshi, don't pick Yoshi, don't pick Yoshi, don't pick Yoshi.
No, pick Yoshi. We need to humble the Yoshi players.
I think you should stay hot on Zas. Keep your long range.
You're still floundering, mortal.
All right, here we go. Game 2 of
SoulCalibur fact, Zasalamel is immortal. Calamity Symphony ends up hitting. And then blocks the BB this time. Goes for the 2A. Calamity Symphony ends up whiffing. Oh, and the clash!
Full screen. Here we go.
Now we're just waiting it out again. Again, like you see that the health is different, but in reality in SoulCalibur, this is just about even. Blocks the low.
2A, also a good pick.
Nice. Oh, that's it.
Wow. Ron finally ends up getting a grab here.
I think he's layered.
And the health is once again even, but those GIs are building up the meter. On the auto GI is going to get out Ron, but it doesn't do a ton. And Incendiate doesn't get the whiff punish.
He's got big damage potential here on a knockdown.
Oh yeah, that's the...
Maybe because Incendiate had 2 curses, so he was waiting for the bubble to pop, but Ron didn't do the bubble, and now Ron back in guts. 4 seconds left, trying to run forward to get just enough meter to be able to soul charge, but it's not quite enough. And he is just a little bit off. If he ran forward just for a couple more frames, he would have had enough meter to soul charge and stop the clock, but he didn't quite get it. And now Incendiate up first round, but gets the lethal hit.
Oh, that's a lot of...
And now we're going to get full combo. Time stops. Plus frames out and sidesteps Ivy's kick. And Incendiate gains back to the ring. But remember, Ivy's back turned ring out pressure is really, really strong. And that's why Ron is choosing to just hang back instead of forcing more aggression. And Incendiate sidesteps the running K. And now it's back to even again. Ron just has to work his way back in. AA comes out and it hits. The break attack hits. Now they're just waiting it out. Trying not to make any big stupid mistakes that are going to cause them to lose the entire round. But Incendiate's guard is starting to falter. It's yellow. It's red. It's 5 seconds. That trades with Calamity Symphony. And with 2 seconds left, he's just going to opt to put Incendiate in a frame trap to stop him from soul charging. And that's going to bring it up 1 round to 1.
Full screen neutral. Okay, the 6
ends up whiffing, but Ron doesn't get a whiff punish. Incendiate does get a whiff punish though.
Goes for the mid mix up, but
comes in for the BB, but the first hit of the B whiffs. Ducks under the high. GI, it's a level 1 GI for some reason. Why is that a level 1 GI? Anyway, Ron now has a curse. More just small poking. Feeling it out. Nice block on the 2-2K. Both players have 1 bar of meter, 2 bars of meter, and Ron has to use it now or he's going to lose it. And he's in soul charge. This is big. Shots coming out, but Ivy sidesteps it, and that's going to be the round. And now Incendiate up 2 rounds. And once again in Grand Finals reset. Might be going up 2 games to 0, which would be huge. Doesn't do anything. Is trying to wait for the GI, the reverse sludge, but it doesn't come out. Still gets a curse on Ivy though.
Okay, backing it off. Great
GIs it, but doesn't build any meter from it. Running in and Incendiate calls out the bluff and does Calamity Symphony. It hits and gets the BB follow-up, and that's half of Ron's health. But sidestepping the low, and now Ron is back with the momentum.
Okay, nice.
Coming back in neutral. Calamity Symphony hits once again. Ron is in guts. Ducks under summon suffering. Meter is expired. Doesn't do the second hit out of the risk. And the back turn B plus K is going to do a lot. Has to soul charge here to get out of the pressure. 2 curses left. Running in.
He's in deep. Oh, that's the
Says, you know what? You wanted to call out my bluff last time. Well, this time I'm not bluffing. This time I'm not bluffing. I don't bluff. I never bluff. And this time Incendiate says, you know what? I know. I know you don't bluff. And 2 games to 0. And this is the last chance Ron is going to get an evil to switch characters. Will he pick Yoshi?
Okay.
Will he pick Astaroth?
Slow it down.
Or will he stick with Zasalamel?
Good choice.
I ain't take a sip.
Yeah, he's sticking with Zasalamel. Okay, it's not that dramatic, actually. SoulCalibur fact. Zasalamel wears a suit.
So close. But
that is true. In his SoulCalibur 4 ending, he does wear a suit.
Oh man, a worse stage.
And Incendiate coming out saying, this place shall be your grave. As the potential final game of Evil 2024, SoulCalibur 6 comes out, and Ron immediately gets a lethal hit, depleting all of Incendiate's health. And gets the tech catch with the plus frames, and now Incendiate has to eat the mix-up, and he dies to the back turn low. And Ron coming out strong with the first round of this game. Ducks under the grab with 2A, but the 2A is out of range, is able to hit another grab, and Incendiate is just losing all of his momentum.
A little bigger in the desert, yeah.
Look at how much he's more pressing.
And all of these little pokes, all of these call-outs are adding up to a lot, as Incendiate is almost already in guts again, as Ron is working on not perfect, and that is the move that rings out from back turn with Ivy. Ron was waiting for it, just not being impatient, because that could have very easily killed him at full health. Doing that is like watching a crocodile in the ocean staring at you, and you just have to wait and be patient, or else it'll bite your foot off and then it'll eat you.
Yeah, the healthy for Ron.
And Ron knows that all he has to do is wait it out. Don't be impatient. Don't do something stupid. Don't get wrung out. And that actually might have been able to ring out if he did the other one. Jumps over it. These ones definitely would ring out though if it hits. And he's out of time. He's not out of time. He soul charges at 0-0. And now the timer is purely reliant on soul charge. Ducks the unblockable, and it's dead. And that's 2 rounds now to Ron.
Calling out the absolute.
And now, oh my God, this is still 2 games, but Ron has 2 rounds. He's not out of it yet. Doesn't block the low, and now gets the attack though. And instead of doing the guaranteed follow-up, he does summon suffering. That is absolutely disgusting. Ducks under the second summon suffering and doesn't get a big punish off of it. But Incendiate ducks under, Ron's high and gets a big punish out of that. Now the turns have tabled. Ron's the one that doesn't have health left, but the grab and soul charge coming out. Doesn't go for the big one, but gets the guaranteed curse. And Ivy contests the plus frames with AA. Reverse ledge into a taunt! And both players have guts! And Incendiate's going to get around here. And he's fighting back. He's saying, no, no, no. You're not going to get this game for free. You don't have me downloaded just yet. And instead of the guaranteed follow-up, Ron tries to grab, but doesn't get the grab. Blocks the low, because the low would have killed there because of Ron's back to the ring. And Summon Suffering once again hitting, doing a lot of damage. Goes around the mix-up, though, rose towards Incendiate, the mix-up whiffs. And now Incendiate getting punished so hard. Abyss move coming out. 6A plus B blocks the low and gets a launch punish off the soul charge 1A.
Okay, Ron. Full screen 3.
And again, you just have to be patient. Incendiate has 2 bars to meter. He could very easily throw out a CE that has auto GI in it and hit Ron. But Ron doesn't care. But Incendiate gets the whiff punish. And now we're on potential evil game here. Final round in Grand Finals reset. 2 games to Incendiate. He's able to duck onto the high. Gets the curse on guaranteed. Not a big punish off of the whiff Calamity Symphony.
Walking away, walk away.
Walking away, now walking forward. Jumps over the low with the A.
Nice challenge.
Doesn't get a big attack there, and ducks under. Summon Suffering again, getting a curse. In Soul Charge now. 2 bars of meter, you may as well spend it. With 2 curses on, he can do a lot here. Ducks under the second high, gets a small punish. And again, it can be anyone's game right now! Is that going to ring out? No way! It didn't ring out! How did it not ring out? Oh my god, the step gun! Now Insidiate's back into the ring! Ron is still in this game! He's not dead! He actually gets a bait! Insidiate finally gets a bait, making Ron think he did 6-6-A, and it ends up paying out! And now Ron almost in guts. The game's almost even, but Insidiate throws a bottom meter, and the auto GI, if Zasalamel does it, will kill! Gets the counter hit! And the Oki, upshot to Oki in case she does the critical edge. Now in Soul Charge, whiffs Calamity Symphony, and Ron gets a game. It's 2-1. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. 2 games to 1. Ron has an uphill battle to climb. Incendiate still comfortable with the 2 games, but it's not over. Incendiate still has to win. If he doesn't win this next game, then the nerves are going to be on for everyone. It's going to be the final game for SoulCalibur 6 Evil 2024. While Incendiate might be calm now, he knows he has to give this game his all, because if he loses this one, it's all or nothing. It's a bloodbath. It's a complete free-for-all. What game is this? I don't even know what game this is in Grand Final. It's game 4 of Grand Final Reset.
Look at this match.
Ron proving himself that he's no slouch. He's reset the bracket. He's got a game when everything was looking against him. And now he's trying to come into game 4, but Calamity Symphony, he ducks under it though. He says, no, you can't do that to me again. I'm not some sprout rank online. I'm Ron the tryhard, and I'm going to try as hard as I can to win this whole damn thing. Damn what you think about it. Now just Incendiate trying to keep his back to the ring. Ron trying to go for 4B on counter hit that rings out. And there it is. And that's going to kill. The combo did kill because of the angle. And Ron is up 1 round now, saying, you think you can bully me with those grabs? Let me bully you with my own reverse ring out. You think you're so cool being Ivy? Oh, I can duck when my back's to the ring and scare you. You should be scared of me. I'm the one you should be scared of. 3B now punishing Ron. But it's not over yet. Gets the counter on 4B again. And now Incendiate taking a ton of damage. Back to not just the ring, but the wall. Ron using Soul Charge to reset, get the Oki, blocks the low on 2-2-A, ends up not ducking the high. Incendiate, back turn mix up, gets interrupted, a pixel, the magic pixel, and it's not going to be enough. He's going to grab him by the feet and absolutely cut through him. As it's 1 game to 1, well, 1 round to 1 here in game 4. And now we're just playing footsies again. We're waiting. Incendiate trying to call out the bluff, but there was no bluff here.
Why would I give up my turn like that?
Front is grab broken now. Blocks the 2-2K again. And this is going to do a lot, but that's going to ring out because of the lethal hit.
Oh my god.
And now Incendiate is up 2 games and the pressure is on for Ron. That is a really difficult round to lose, especially because now you're not going to get any of that meter. And it's just, the momentum is in Incendiate's favor after that. How did that even happen? I don't even know how that happened. And this critical edge is going to lead to some pretty nasty Oki for Incendiate that could decide Evo. And ducks under summon Suffering. He's still in it. Sidesteps the mid. But doesn't get a punish. And Ron once again saying, I'm no slouch. I'm still alive. I'm still in it. And I'm going to do everything I can to win this whole damn thing. And he's back up. Incendiate responding in kind with their own Soul Charge, knowing that could be over. The whiff punish whiffs. One curse on Ivy. The counter hit. The Oki. And now that's going to do it. And Incendiate wins Evo 2024 for SoulCalibur 6. But man, that was so close. Ron very easily could have won that if he just guessed the correct option on the 50-50 after that move. What a run. What an absolute run. And don't let it be lost that Ron reset the bracket as well. He reset the bracket, he got that 1 game. If it wasn't for that unfortunate ring out, he very easily could have won the whole thing. That was a hell of a grand finals. Oh my god. It was also 50 minutes. That's one of the longest grand finals in EVO history, but it was super, super exciting. Wow.